Good morning, everyone, from Disneyland Paris. We're here for round 2. We were here last summer. We did a day with the 2 parks with also Walt Disney Studios.
And we're leaving that one out this time.
Yeah, that one we were like, wow, this place sucks. So let's not go back there again.
Our friends are there right now, though.
Yes, Matt,
they
August,
needed to do
and
it
Janek.
once.
Yeah.
They needed to do it one time.
They're gonna meet up with us here in a little bit, so we're going into here first. They're open till 9:30 tonight, which is unfortunately not as late as they should be. They are closing early due to events in Paris, which also means no nighttime spectacular, which is a really big bummer. But
I'm very sad.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope that they bring it back later this week and we can just come back for it.
Yeah, but even then, it ain't cheap to come here, so it's like, not ideal circumstances for sure. So.
It's Disney, it's okay.
We're gonna make the most of today. We can already see the wait times are not too long. We're getting here about an hour after park open, so let's go inside and do some rides. One thing I was saying as we were walking up is that this hotel just makes for such an impressive entrance, and it completely blocks the view of the castle, so you don't see it until you pass beyond these gates. I love how last time we were here, they were celebrating their 30th anniversary, and they're still celebrating.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wow, it's really not been that long.
To be fair, Magic Kingdom celebrated their anniversary for also a very, very long time.
2 years.
Welcome to Main Street, USA. So similar to what we're used to, but just slightly different, enough to throw us off, Even the music is the same. As you can see, Sarah is very much vibing to the same song she's heard a million
Straight up hit
times.
someone with my arm.
There she is, the best Disney castle, by far.
Whoever designed this castle wins life. It's so perfect.
Answer this call. Your presence is wanted.
I love he pulls off his head. Phantom Manor, that cool Old West take on Haunted Mansion.
So good.
Yeah, they do a really awesome job. I love that you have like all those Old West facades, and they have some effects in there that you don't get on Haunted Mansion. Like
the storyline is stronger too.
Yeah, towards the end, I loved. They had a really cool animatronic as like one of the last things you see.
I like it better than the one in Orlando.
I'm not sure where I stand yet,
but it's very close. But
yes.
This one just like is a more modernized version.
Okay.
Because it came after. So.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Well, guess we won't be riding Big Thunder for a while. Yikes. Next attraction is the riverboat taking us into the far west. Getting great views of Big Thunder Mountain while it's not operational. But it's a beautiful structure. Again, if you're unfamiliar, this Big Thunder Mountain is completely surrounded by water. It's on an island.
Best one.
It's just so fun to me watching a boat this big go around like these tiny little waterways. It takes up almost the entire width of the stream.
Absolutely. I will say that this boat ride is shorter than the one at Magic Kingdom. That one goes like really far back.
This is a short ride. It's like a circle.
Yeah.
A very short
see a lot more
circle.
at the Magic Kingdom. Yeah. I will say that.
We found Matt. Hey, how was your day at Walt Disney Studios?
I mean, we entered at 9:30 and I got into Disneyland at 12 o'clock, so that should tell you.
So you're there for like, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
And what do you think?
I didn't like the way it looked. I'm gonna be frank.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like the
wow,
way it looked.
shocking.
Yeah, crazy, right? But I did enjoy Tower of Terror. I really liked how the story was kind of incorporated throughout the ride. And we did it twice, so it was different both times.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Did you get the little girl?
Yes.
Yeah, she's great.
She was,
She's creepy.
yeah, she was very present in our stay at the hotel. So. But Flight Force, I think it felt more intense and crazier only because it was dark for most of the time, while the one in Orlando is kind of, you have all these set pieces lighting up so you can kind of get a sense of how fast you're going. On Flight Force, you kind of just launch straight into total darkness with a few screens, so I think that's why, for me, it felt a little bit crazy.
So the lack of theming made it crazier.
Yes.
How about that?
And then Crush's coaster, I didn't think was too bad. It just felt that, like, the theming wasn't as good as it should have been.
Because it stops after the first scene. The first scene is fine, but the rest of it, there's nothing.
Yeah, I think the station is really cool, and then...
Station's beautiful.
And then the theming, first dark ride portion of it is very nice. And then the coaster is pretty solid, but the theming is...
But it doesn't belong at the park. Like, it doesn't belong at a Disney park.
It's weird.
We're taking the guys to see something cool under the castle. What do you think of this? Pretty cool, right?
It's a really nice entrance. Like, the castle's very pretty. There hasn't been anything where I've been like, well, this could use some work.
We're now inside the castle here. Look how pretty this is. Sad days. Dragon is closed. Completely blocked off. Renovations, maybe? I don't know. Kind of depressing. Glad I got to see it last year, though. We are now entering Discoveryland. There is no Tomorrowland here at Disneyland Paris. This area is entirely steampunk themed. Gives like a Jules Verne vibe, and it is amazing. Let's do a Disney classic, Star Tours. It's only on a 5-minute wait. It's right here in this plaza, right on the backside of Space Mountain. All right, dudes, how's Star Tours? I couldn't agree more. Always funny hearing Star Wars characters speak another language. So
the guy was like,
Admiral Akbar and
can't recommend folks avec vous.
Hyperspace Mountain.
25-minute late.
That's not bad at all.
That's like the longest line in the park besides like Dumbo. Sundays are oftentimes dead despite being a weekend.
I was gonna say Portaventura or like any other park. I feel like on Sundays it's that reverse psychology thing where people, especially now because that holiday started yesterday in France, I feel like a lot of people were like, "Oh, holidays just started, a Sunday. It's gonna be crowded."
So no one goes.
Well, that and a lot of people's vacations are like Saturday to Sunday.
Oh, so people leave on Sundays. It's moments like this when the Star Wars theme really clashes with the Jules Verne theme, because you can tell that like this was all in place and then they just kind of threw out Star Wars afterwards. Rumor has it that the hyperspace overlay will be leaving soon. Kind of hope it does. All right, Hyperspace Mountain. So we all just did the back. Pretty solid, you know?
I think it's a lot better than I remembered. A lot more effects were working this time, and it made it very cool.
There were some effects that I did not remember from last time. I loved like the laser beams from the TIE fighters like flying all around.
Last time.
Yeah, guys, that was your first time on it. What do you think?
I really liked it. I think my favorite part was when it does the corkscrew on the ride and
Yes.
kind of like wrap around. Yeah,
The TIE fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was the element I was just referring to. I thought that was
That
like
was
extremely well
really
done.
cool. I thought the launch at the start, it was like fun, I guess.
The launch was is not that.
I mean, it's a cool. it's a cool.
Cause you
thing.
start
I
like
liked
the
it.
train is like halfway up. It does like a little boost, and I don't know. I feel like that'd be better in the front, maybe. Because
Possibly,
like
yeah.
by the time you're at the back, it slows down before
Yeah.
you're even over the hill.
I think it's very comparable to Avengers, though.
It is. They're very similar.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Why are they in like the same
Yeah.
resort? Like have something a little different. That's my biggest thing about this. Is like one or the other.
Yeah.
And I would say keep this one and do something else with Avengers.
I liked it. I thought it was really cool. I liked how the music kicked in the beginning and it just made me hype, and it felt a lot faster than it actually is, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I liked it a lot. I do like Avengers better, but it's still really fun.
That launch, for being on an incline, you get up to speed pretty quickly, and then he slowed down, but...
It's the slowdown part though. I was just like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
but overall, it was pretty intense. It was a lot of fun.
yeah, I definitely grayed out a couple times. Big Thunder Mountain has reopened. It does have a 50-minute line though, but we're willing to wait for it. This is the best Big Thunder, so gotta do it.
Because
Well, we're finally here in the station for Big Thunder. It took a while, that's for sure. This is probably the longest line in the park if I had to take a guess. Is fine, but yeah, the beginning is like really strong.
In the end.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, of course. Look at them.
But it's funny because like Big Thunder and Magic Kingdom, the finale is really lackluster.
Yeah.
The finale
What?
You broke mine!
What'd you do that for?
I poked him
Why?
on accident.
Milk?
He needs some milk.
I love this effect right here as you go up the lift. This is one thing that Magic Kingdom's really neat. I love it at Disneyland as well.
Oh my god, that is so freaking
I
loud.
literally couldn't hear myself think.
Like surprises, I guess, I've had on a coaster.
Yeah.
Like something that I didn't know of that I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I know.
Like, yeah. No, that's amazing.
Janek, how's your eye?
Janek is still a little injured. Injuré.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is awesome.
I was, so like, during the whole ride, I was like, okay, this is fun, like, it's long, whatever.
Yeah.
But towards the end, I was thinking like, is this really like that much better than the others?
And then you hit the last drop.
And then the last drop, I was like, oh, okay, like big drop. And I'm like, wait, big drop?
Like,
Big drop?
Oh, we're like still going.
That was amazing. Like that was a really good ending to like the whole ride. Yeah, that's definitely the best Big Thunder Mountain I've ridden.
Because it's like completely enclosed,
Yeah.
and you have no idea how far down it goes, and you're like
and you keep
underwater.
Just keep going, and like, wow, that was really
It's
good.
crazy.
That was great.
How was it, Janek?
Oh yeah, I agree. I think until that last part, I preferred the Orlando one.
I
But
would
then we
actually
hit that
agree.
drop.
Yeah.
Same.
I was like, we were looking at us like,
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like,
how
what?
fast
Like,
is this
what?
thing going?
Yeah,
it's
that was
crazy.
great. That was
Yeah,
a lot
up
of fun.
until that part, I think Orlando's is
Yeah,
better, and
all
probably
agree.
California's, but then that ending is like, it's just like so wild. No other Big Thunder does what this one does. At Disneyland Paris and Adventureland, everything is Arabian themed. It's like amazing, this whole style. It's like
I was about
Morocco.
to say, are we back in Morocco?
It is Marrakesh, yeah. Look, we got the tent set up and everything. Like, except it's a lot less chaotic here.
And a lot less hot. It's definitely comfortable weather.
I was gonna say, if Morocco was like this, then I would have stayed a lot longer.
Exactly, right?
Yo, you can get fresh fruit here. Bananas, apples, and oranges. That's awesome. Wish more parks did that. I have no idea what this is, but it says the Passage of Enchanted Aladdin, I think. Is this a ride? Or a walkthrough or something? Oh, what the heck? Hello.
Yeah, they're like little like statues from the movie.
Figures. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Is the castle walkthrough at Disneyland. Look at this. That is sick. Dude, the amount of time you would have had to spend modeling and like sculpting this, it's just mad impressive. That's a really cool way to do a genie. You can tell that he's not there. It's like a projection. You know what? It's probably Pepper's ghost. I bet he's actually right there.
he's right there.
Yeah, he's right there, and then we're just seeing his reflection. One of the coolest parts of Disneyland Paris, this whole scene. Just this massive pirate ship, a skull rock with the waterfall. Did you even know this was here?
No, this is gorgeous.
Next up, one of our favorite dark rides in Europe, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Never been?
You've never been to the Caribbean or to Pirates?
I've never been to the European Caribbean. Is that a thing?
It is now. As we're walking through this queue, it is way better than Disneyland's for one, and definitely better than Magic Kingdom's as well. And we're now at the station area. Absolutely beautiful looking.
That's gorgeous.
Right away as we pull off into Pirates, you can see the restaurant right here. They're all like eating, having dinner. I know.
Why are we in the front?
So this scene is at the end of the Pirates of the Caribbean in Florida, but here it's at the beginning, and the dog is over here on the other side. And this scene actually comes right before it drops. Whoa! Whoa! Lightly missed it. And look at that.
Did we live?
We lived, Matt. This scene got replaced in Florida and California, but still here in Paris. There's a second drop.
Oh my God.
Whoa! Let me guess. The worst experience of your life.
That was the worst experience of my life. There were 2 death-defying drops of doom.
And that's what makes this the best Pirates of the Caribbean,
I mean,
besides the one in Shanghai.
No spoilers, yes, that was, out of all the Pirates I've been on, that has probably been the best one. However, the 2-drop special, I didn't know about. And although it was cool, it was frightening.
I think I would agree this might be the best one. It's just very beautiful and elaborate and long.
The queue's amazing, the scenery's amazing, everything's so detailed.
Yeah, I like the extra scenes. I mean, it makes sense. This one was made later, so they could be like, okay, this is what works. Now let's add on to it and make it even better. So it makes sense that this would have better versions of a lot of things.
Last time Sarah and I were here, we got lost in this curious labyrinth.
Got lost?
Yeah, we did. So now that Matt is here, we offer you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Ha! Whoa! Whoa! Look at this.
Hello, gentlemen.
Gentlemen. And here's everything we just went through.
How do we get out?
That's a great question.
I think it's easier to get out than it is to get in.
Anyways, spectacular view around all of Disneyland Paris. And what's crazy is you can't even see the attractions at Walt Disney Studios. So that would be Tower of Terror. However, they have positioned this tree so perfectly to cover it up, so you can see
it a little bit.
yeah,
from right
that's
here.
like the very, very top of the building, but like they're just good like that, you know? Sight lines. We made it out of the maze, and now we're hopping on this boat ride that Sarah totally thought we already did, but no, she was thinking of the one in California.
Oh my God, I'm losing my mind.
So over here we have a bunch of models for some iconic locations, such as the Tangled Tower. You can see a big windmill over there, and then I see a little mini castle down there. Here's this cute little village with a bridge. This is awesome.
That's like
Wow.
Fantasia, I believe.
That is fantastic. And the last thing you see before you dock is Emerald City from The Wizard of Oz.
One short day in the end.
That's so good. One more coaster we gotta ride before, well, I guess we didn't do Indiana Jones. You did Indiana Jones. How was it?
It was up there with the boss, being like one of the worst coasters I've ever been on.
So we're about to ride this family coaster in a literal animal cage. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
Acceleration is through the roof. Oh, airtime hill. Wow. Hey, we were just on that. Hi. Bonjour. Hey, look, it's the castle from Tokyo Disneyland.
Long ride.
I know, this is a long ride. There it is. That's a fun little power coaster. It's
a lot of fun.
cute.
It's really long. It's so thick. I like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
So as of when we're visiting Disneyland Paris, this is a walkthrough attraction that has been closed for some time that just reopened actually yesterday. It's right here next to Space Mountain. So we're gonna see what's inside. So we went down several flights of stairs and it feels like we're in a submarine. Look at all these. Got tons of jewels everywhere. Gold. Here's where some dude sleeps at night.
Small dude.
It is a tiny dude. And then a map of the area. Volcania. There's some dive suits right there. And then I guess that's where you'd be diving down underneath.
Plus loin que n'importe quel autre animal sur la planète.
That baby whale learned to swim within an hour of its birth.
Short little thing there. That was cool.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. I love the set design. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Very detailed.
Yeah, it's not anything you need to like wait for. It's just like readily available here next to Space Mountain. Half an hour till park close. One more ride. It's Hyperspace Mountain. And it's a walk-on. This is the line that we're looking at. Literally no one here. Two final rides there on Hyperspace Mountain. Great way to end things out. We did have to walk all the way back around, but not too bad.
Expected.
Yeah. So we did front row as well as the back. Matt, how many rides in total? You got a little bit more than we did.
Totally not like 6 or 7.
Oh my gosh!
Well, listen, the single rider line, it doesn't do all that nonsense when you go into there. You just go out, around, up and into the station, and it's like, why not?
Yeah, and if there's no wait, yeah, I get it.
Exactly.
So, after a couple more rides, the launch is just so strange. Like, it's really punchy at first, but like
Yeah.
the second half of it, it then like almost like slows you down, and then
at the top, isn't there?
yeah, and like
it's
it like
a very weird sensation because
Yeah.
the first initial launch is
These
like
are high.
it's punchy. It's like boom, straight because
Yeah.
you're already starting up at an incline, and then like you get up to the top, and it's like
yeah. But I would say in the back it's not as bad because although you slow down a bit, you get pulled a little more over the drop. So there's like a launch, small break, and then you.
Really? I feel
Get
like the
pulled.
front you don't feel that braking. Like I felt like we went
really?
straight through the launch up front.
Wow.
So one thing that was strange on our front row ride, Sarah and I didn't have music. The onboard audio wasn't working.
dead quiet.
It was so
It is-
awkward.
I also got a ride on it when the music was not working, and it's very odd because in the like space you can't like it's you just hear the track like
But you see
shuffling and
lasers
stuff.
going, you
Yeah,
don't
but
hear
there's no
it.
audio.
Yeah.
I thought they at least like had audio to enhance like the TIE fighters.
Yeah.
But they
Also,
get quiet.
same with Tron. I think that the
really?
back is better for the scenery, like the different like scenes that pop up with like the TIE fighters and the starships.
I'll give you that, yeah.
Yeah, already the screens with like the projections or whatever is already kind of like, it's all right. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay, but you definitely see them better when you're in the back. So it is 9:30 and the park is now closed. And as you can see, it's only just now getting to sunset. But the tower is lit up a little bit. So you can see
Pretty.
it's a hint of what it looks like at night. I'm officially a moron. I just now realized that the 30th anniversary logo is also a hidden Mickey. Like that's Mickey, but 30th. Popped over to Disney Village to get dinner, and we are at the Earl of Sandwich, what they have at Disney Springs as well as Downtown Disney, which are very good sandwiches. I actually very much recommend it. That's why we're here, because even though it's a chain, they're delicious. All right, so here's what I got. Philly cheesesteak. Combo came with a brownie and a drink. What'd you get? All right, Matt, you go first.
I got the beef and blue.
The beef and blue?
It's very good.
And then, what is that?
Tomato soup.
We're gonna go ahead and call our Uber to get back to our Airbnb. Yeah, it's like 10 euros to get there, so 20 round trip, cheaper than parking.
Yeah, it is. I'm not
And
mad.
honestly, convenience sake. They pick you up right at the front, so you don't have to go through the hassle. No big deal. As of right now, we're looking at coming back in 2 days because they are planning on keeping the park open as of right now until 11, which would mean that they'd be doing the nighttime spectacular. And so in theory, we could come here after Park at Streaks.
And that means night rides on Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, correct.
I
So,
would do night rides on Space Mountain. I mean,
Night rides
like,
on Space Mountain.
when we were planning this trip, we were assuming just one day at Disneyland Paris, but it might quickly turn into a day and a half. So there might be another vlog here from Disneyland Paris.
well, it sounds like we'll have a vlog that's like half Park at Streaks, half Disneyland at this point.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we're having to make adaptations to this trip just
Part of
based
being
on
able to travel though, you have to like
be flexible, come up with stuff, you know?
And book a hotel 3 minutes before your plane takes off.
Oh, we've done that too.
that was a nightmare. Anyways, guys, we're tired. We're gonna go ahead and go to sleep. Tomorrow we're just gonna be sightseeing around Paris safely, away from all the chaos. We're not gonna be out at night because things are getting a little wild.
There's curfews. I don't think the public transit's running past like 9.
Yeah, it's kind of insane right now, like this timing, because none of this was going on when we booked this. So, yeah, gotta roll with the punches. But we'll be back with our next vlog, which will be at Park at Streaks. So, I'm excited to go back. More rats and All right, good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.